Think those perfect online ratings are real? Here in North Texas, especially after a hailstorm, deceptive marketing traps are everywhere. Some roofing contractors look trustworthy online because they have hundreds of 5-star reviews, polished project photos, and glowing testimonials. But what if some of those reviews were purchased? What if those photos were staged or stolen? What if that local roofing expert isn't really local at all? I'm Dennis Harrison with HonestRoof, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to spot the warning signs before a bad contractor gets anywhere near your roof, your insurance claim, or your signature. I'll show you how to identify bot-written review language, suspicious review patterns, staged project photos, fake local branding, and the simple verification steps that can help you bypass the frauds and find a legitimate North Texas roofing contractor. Because when it comes to your home, a perfect online rating is not proof. Proof is proof, and today I'll show you how to find it. Let's start with the first trap homeowners fall into, the mirage of 5 stars. A perfect 5.0 rating feels safe. It feels clean. It makes you think, this company must be amazing. But I want you to be careful with that assumption. A perfect online profile is not always proof of excellence. Sometimes it can be proof of manipulation. After a major hailstorm in North Texas, roofing companies know homeowners are scared, overwhelmed, and trying to make fast decisions. That's when the online marketing games begin. Some contractors purchase bulk reviews. Some use low-cost review networks. Some use fake accounts that have never lived in Texas, never owned a home in DFW, and never hired the contractor they're praising. So when you see a roofing company with hundreds of perfect reviews, don't immediately assume they're the best. Pause and look deeper. A real contractor serving real homeowners over several years will usually have some variety in their reviews. Most reviews may be 5 stars, that's fine. But you may also see a few 4-star reviews. You may see a homeowner mention a weather delay, a material delay, a scheduling issue, or a small problem that was corrected. That kind of review can actually make the company look more real. Why? Because real construction projects involve real people, real weather, real insurance paperwork, and real job site conditions. A company that has served hundreds of homeowners and somehow has no variation, no detail, no imperfection, and no real story behind the reviews deserves a closer look. Not automatic rejection, but definitely closer inspection. And now there's another layer to this problem: AI-generated testimonials. Fake reviews are no longer always obvious. Some are written to sound local. They may mention Frisco, Plano, Dallas, Fort Worth, Irving, Arlington, McKinney, Denton, or Lake Ray Hubbard. They may say something like, after the big hailstorm in North Texas, this local roofer saved my home. That sounds believable. But mentioning a local city or landmark does not prove the review came from a real homeowner. So here's the rule I want you to remember. Don't just look at the stars. Look at the story behind the stars. Now let's talk about how to read roofing reviews like a detective. You don't need to be a tech expert. You just need to know what patterns to look for. Fake reviews often sound impressive at first, but they usually lack real details. They may say things like, very professional and highly recommended. Best roofing company ever. Great service, great team, great experience. They did an amazing job. Now, there's nothing wrong with those phrases by themselves. Real customers can say those things too. But if you see 20 or 30 reviews that all sound like they came from the same template, that's a red flag. A real homeowner usually remembers specific things. They may say, they replaced our roof in Allen after the hailstorm. They helped us understand the insurance estimate. They explained the deductible clearly. They used synthetic underlayment. They upgraded our ventilation. They cleaned up the nails around the driveway. The project manager came back after the city inspection. That kind of detail sounds lived in. It sounds like somebody actually went through the process. Fake reviews usually stay generic because the person writing the review doesn't actually know what happened on the job. They don't know the roof system, they don't know the neighborhood, they don't know the timeline, they don't know the insurance process, they just know how to say, great company, highly recommend. So when you're reading reviews, ask yourself, could this review apply to any roofing company in any city, or does it describe a real roofing project here in North Texas? That one question will help you filter out a lot of noise. Now let's talk about project photos. This is where a lot of homeowners get fooled. A contractor's website may show beautiful roof photos, clean drone shots, happy homeowners, and perfect job site images. But here's the question, are those actually their projects? Some contractors use stock images, some use manufacturer photos, some use photos from out-of-state roofing portfolios, some even copy images from another company's website and present them as their own local work. So when you see roofing photos online, don't just look at whether the roof looks good. Look for proof that the project is real and local. Ask, does the home look like a North Texas home? Do the trees, fences, streets, alleys, and neighborhoods look familiar? Can the contractor tell you where the project was completed? Can they explain what materials were used? Can they show before and after photos from the same job? Can they show progress photos from installation day? Can they show material delivery photos, cleanup photos, or final inspection documentation? If a contractor claims a photo is from a local project, they should be able to talk about that job in detail. They should know the city. They should know the product. They should know the roof problem. They should know what was replaced. They should know whether insurance was involved. They should know what challenges came up during installation. If all they can say is, here are some examples of our work, be careful. A real local contractor should have a real local project history, not just a digital gallery. Here's another pattern I want you to watch for: review clusters. After a major North Texas hail event, some roofing companies suddenly get a flood of 5-star reviews. I'm not talking about normal review activity. I'm talking about dozens of 5-star reviews appearing within a very short window, sometimes within 24 or 48 hours. That should make you ask a practical question. Did this contractor really inspect, estimate, contract, supplement, schedule, install, clean up, and complete that many roofing projects in 1 or 2 days? Probably not. Roofing work takes time. Insurance claims take time. Material orders take time. Scheduling takes time. Installation takes time. City inspections, when required, take time. So if the review timeline doesn't match the reality of roofing work, that's a warning sign. This is especially important after hailstorms because that's when storm chasers, aggressive sales teams, and temporary contractors flood the market. They know homeowners are searching online. They know 5-star reviews build trust fast. So some of them try to manufacture credibility before they've actually earned it. Here's what I would do. Sort the reviews by newest first. Look at the dates. Look for repeated language. Look for reviews posted in clusters. Click on reviewer profiles if available. See whether those accounts review local businesses or random businesses all over the country. You don't need to investigate every single review. But if the pattern feels manufactured, trust your instincts and keep digging. Now let's go one level deeper. Online reviews tell you what people claim. Permit data can sometimes help show what actually happened. Many North Texas cities have public permit search portals. Depending on the city and the type of roofing work, you may be able to search by contractor name, property address, permit type, or date. For example, cities like Dallas and Fort Worth have public building permit search tools homeowners can use to verify certain types of work. Now, I want to be clear, permit requirements vary by city, jurisdiction, and project type. So this is not the only test, but it can be a very useful truth test. Here's how you use this practically. If a contractor claims they've completed hundreds of roofing projects in a specific city, but you can't find any meaningful permit history connected to their company name, that deserves more questions. If they give you a local reference, you can ask whether a permit was pulled where required. If they show you a completed local project, you can ask whether there is a permit record or final inspection record available. If a review says, "They completed my roof last week in Dallas," but there's no project documentation, no timeline, no permit record where one should exist, and the contractor can't explain it clearly, slow down. The point is not to become a full-time investigator. The point is to avoid signing with someone who only looks real online. A trustworthy contractor should not be offended when you verify. In fact, the good ones usually appreciate it because documentation protects everybody. It protects the homeowner, it protects the contractor, and it separates real companies from ghost operations. Now let's talk about one of the biggest trust traps, the local roofer image. A company may say, "We're your local North Texas roofing experts. We serve DFW homeowners. We're family-owned and community-based." That may be true, but sometimes it's just branding. Some contractors use virtual mailboxes. Some use co-working addresses. Some rent temporary office space during storm season. Some operate from out of state while building a local-looking online presence. So don't let a local address be the end of your verification. Ask better questions. Is this a real office or just a mailbox? Can I visit the office? How long have you operated in North Texas? Is the company registered to do business in Texas? Has the company operated under the same name for several years? Do you have long-term insurance history? Can you provide references from older local projects, not just jobs from the last storm? That last point matters. A roof warranty is only valuable if the company is still around when you need them. If a contractor disappears after storm season, that warranty may be nothing more than a piece of paper. So when you're hiring a roofer, don't only ask, "Can you replace my roof?" Ask, "Will you still be here if I have a problem 2 years from now?" That question changes everything. After major storms, North Texas attracts storm chasers. Some are obvious. They knock on doors. They show up with out-of-state plates. They pressure you to sign quickly. But some are more sophisticated. They may build a local-looking website. They may run local ads. They may use confusing business names. They may even attach themselves to the reputation of an older or inactive company so they can look established. That's why you need to verify the identity behind the brand. Ask, who owns the company? How long has this exact company been operating? Is the phone number long-standing or brand new? Does the business name match the insurance certificate? Does the business name match the contract? Does the business name match state filings? Does the business name match the permit records? If the names don't line up, that's a problem. You want consistency. You don't want one name on the website, another name on the contract, another name on the insurance, and another name pulling the permit. That kind of confusion can become a nightmare if something goes wrong. Now, I don't want this video to make you paranoid. I want it to make you prepared. Online reviews can be useful, but they should never be the only reason you hire a roofing contractor. Here's the smarter approach. First, prioritize verified references over anonymous online comments. Ask for 2 or 3 local customers you can actually speak with. Ask for a current project nearby that you can drive by. Ask to see recent work in your area. Ask who will be supervising your installation. Ask who handles your insurance paperwork. Ask who comes back if there's a leak, a workmanship issue, or a warranty concern. A deceptive contractor may get uncomfortable with these questions. A serious contractor won't, because serious contractors understand that an educated homeowner is not a problem. An educated homeowner is exactly who they want to work with. So what does real proof look like? Real proof looks like documented inspections. Real proof looks like clear roof photos. Real proof looks like a written scope of work. Real proof looks like material details. Real proof looks like insurance documentation. Real proof looks like project timelines. Real proof looks like before, during, and after photos. Real proof looks like local references. Real proof looks like a contractor who can explain the work without hiding behind vague promises. When I talk to homeowners, I want them to understand exactly what is happening on their roof. Not just, you need a new roof. That's not enough. You should know why. You should know what damage exists. You should know what the insurance company is saying. You should know what materials are being used. You should know who is responsible for the work. You should know what happens after the job is complete. That is how you protect yourself. At HonestRoof.com, our goal is simple, and we have been serving DFW homeowners since 1954. We want to help North Texas homeowners make decisions based on proof, not pressure. I don't want you choosing a roofer because somebody knocked on your door at the right time. I don't want you choosing a roofer because they had the loudest ad. I don't want you choosing a roofer because their online profile looked perfect at first glance. I want you to slow down, ask better questions, and verify before you sign. The right contractor should be able to prove they are local. They should be able to prove they are insured. They should be able to show real project history. They should understand North Texas weather. They should understand local requirements, and they should be accountable after the job is done. Your roof is too important to trust to a company that only looks good online. So before you hire any roofing contractor in Dallas-Fort Worth, remember this. Read beyond the stars. Look for real project details. Watch for suspicious review patterns. Question staged-looking photos. Verify local business presence. Ask for current project references. And when possible, compare online claims with real documentation. If you want a roof inspection from a local team that believes in transparency, documentation, and honest guidance, contact HonestRoof. I'll help you understand what's actually happening on your roof, what your options are, and what questions you should ask before moving forward. Because in North Texas, especially after a storm, the loudest contractor is not always the most trustworthy one. Choose proof over pressure, choose documentation over drama, and choose honesty before you choose a roofer. And if this video helped you, share it with a neighbor before the next hailstorm hits. It might save them from hiring the wrong contractor.